guys, welcome back to my channel. So recently one of my subscribers from the Philippines requested that I do a Korean inspired makeup look, and I was really excited when I seen that comment because I've never done any sort of like Korean inspired makeup, so I hopped on that opportunity as quickly as I could. Arabian style makeup is basically the only cultural sort of makeup that I feel like I've done here specifically on my channel, but never Korean. So that's what we'll be doing today. I'm a little nervous to be honest, because like I said, I've never done it before. I really would like to do this justice and get it right. So I basically just googled, Korean inspired makeup, and I pretty much just found looks inspired by the color red. Like that was the majority of what I saw when I did my Google search. It was just like red eyes, red eyes, red eyes. So that is what I will be doing today. So let's get started. So I'm gonna start out by prepping my skin. I just ordered a new bottle of my Color du Jour Prime and Set Spray. You guys know I love this. It just smells phenomenal. I can't stress that enough. I'm just gonna go ahead and prime my skin with this. It's brand new, so it's not coming out right away. There we go. So that'll be soaking into my skin until we finish our brows. Korean brows tend to be less arched and just more blunt and like straight across, almost in like a very small arch towards the end. I have to be honest, I'm nervous about doing this because my brows are so naturally arched. You know what I mean? They go up so high. So I'm gonna try to like manipulate my brows if I can to make them less arched and like brush them in a way where they can just almost go straight across in a sense. So here we go. These are so thick because I'm trying to do them like straight across with not much of like an arch, Of course, I'm gonna go in with my concealer to clean these up. Hopefully they'll look better after that. These are like more straight across. It just looks cleaner. So this is my take on the Korean brows. Like this was as straight across with as small of an arch that I could get. So I'm just gonna stick with this. I'm gonna prime the rest of my eyelid with the leftover concealer. lightly dust it with my Color du Jour No More Shine translucent powder. Just set this. So I'm going to start with MAC Soft Brown, and I'm just going to use that to just very, very lightly warm up my eye. Like, so light, I barely want it to be even like noticeable. And I'm just keeping this color like right near my crease, where that socket is. I'm not going any higher than that. Like, you literally want this to be like a barely there wash of color. So that's why I'm using like a really huge fluffy blending brush to do this, because the fluffier the brush, the lighter it like applies the shadow. The denser the brush, the heavier the shadow will be. So that's why I'm using a really, really, really big fluffy brush. I think this is good for the color. Like, this eye is good for the color. Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to be taking my Smashbox Full Exposure palette, and I'm going to be taking this shade here, so top row, third shadow from the left, and applying this to my eyelid. So these are both Sephora shadow brushes. I was initially going to use the number 14, but I want something more spread out and just bigger, because remember, the bigger the brush, the lighter it applies the shadow. The smaller and more dense the brush is, the heavier it applies the shadow. So I'm going to go in with the number 12 shadow brush instead. Still a flat shadow brush, but just bigger, fluffier, more spread out. I'm going to go in with that color. I'm just basically going to sweep it across my lid like that. That's really pretty. I think it's going to photograph really pretty as well. Like, it's so subtle. It's like a barely there sort of, you know, shimmery shadow. So I'm starting at the inner corner when I apply, and I'm only going like 3/4 through the lid. I'm not going all the way to the end of the lid because we did just apply that slightly brown shadow, so I don't want to too much mess with that. Now I'm going to be going in with my liner. This is the Kat Von D tattoo liner. Give that one a second. The pen is drying out. Now I'm going to go in with the number 39 shadow by Sephora. Just this red shadow here. I'm going to apply this right over the top of that liner. So it should look like that. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with this NYX Faux Liner in the shade Seashell, and I'm going to put that on my waterline. Now I'm going to do my face. I typically do a full face, but I'm not. I'm going to go with a less is more sort of approach today. I'm going to kind of blend it out with my fingers for the most part, so we can get more of that natural finish. And then I'm going to go in with the Beauty Blender. that's like blended out with my finger, I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender to go over it so it looks just seamless. And then for the concealer, I usually do 2 pumps of concealer, but today I'm just gonna do 1. Probably shouldn't even do concealer, honestly. I probably really shouldn't, but I'm just gonna go in really lightly with it. And I probably shouldn't have done that whole pump of concealer either, but we're already here, so. Fan it a little bit to just help that concealer dry down a little bit before I set it. Okay, so it's about dry down, and I'm gonna go in with my color du jour No More Shine translucent powder, and I'm gonna use that to set my concealer. And I'm pretty much just like patting this in. I'm gonna go in with my MAC Studio Fix powder. I'm gonna go in on top, and I'm just going to just press this into my skin. Nothing crazy. It's pretty much just to set our foundation and to give a little bit more coverage. And you know, while I was researching, the makeup that I seen, the models' faces were not sculpted out by contouring, which is how I typically do my face. It's pretty much just gonna leave it like this. You know, I'm gonna take my brush and I'm just gonna put a little bit, whatever is left on here, just use that to just, that's all. That'll be like my little dash of like color. That's it. I'm gonna go back in with the same Smashbox color that we used on our lid, but this time I'm gonna go in with a much smaller, more dense brush. This is perfect. And then I'm gonna go back in with that red eyeshadow and focus that underneath there as well. I'm going to be using my MAC in Extreme Dimension Lash Mascara. I'm going to be going in with these for my lashes. It's almost going to be like a half a lash, like the way I'm going to cut this. Perfect. That is perfect. So I'm going to be taking this tint by Benefit and I'm going to apply that to my lips. I'm basically going to take the brush, put some of this tint on my finger like that, and then I'm going to just dab it on my lips. And I'm going to keep doing this until it gets to be enough color in my lips for me. Because right now my lips look a little dead due to like the foundation product. So this is just going to help bring my lips back to life. So now I'm going to take the tint and I'm going to start focusing it on the center of my lips. So that's good. finished look. This is my first time ever attempting any Korean inspired makeup, so I really do hope that I did it justice because that was my main goal, just to be respectful to how they do things and try to get it as close as I possibly can. I hope you guys enjoy this. Thanks so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!